Martoz is the king of Arena. His entertaining montages, creative gameplay and incredible work ethic have become a staple in the Fortnite community. Everyone has watched a Martoz montage before, but nobody knows how he got to this point. Well, that is where I step in, together with our amazing sponsor Surfshark, because this is the story of Martoz. Martoz came from humble beginnings before his fame. Until the age of 9, his household basically just had enough to get around and pay for food, as his mom was working at a minimum wage job and his dad didn't have a job at all. This meant that he had been in situations where his mother couldn't even afford a loaf of bread, resulting in him having to go to school with no food, and actually having to pretend to not be hungry around his friends. But this wasn't their only problem, because they eventually had to move away because of some messed up private family stuff with his dad. And this is where it all went down. They lived in their new home without any problems for a few years, but then experienced their second setback, because his sister's boyfriend became abusive, resulting in Martoz and his family getting threatened as well. And they took this situation seriously, as the boyfriend was involved in criminal activities and his dad was already in jail for murder. This meant that they were now forced to drive away to a temporary asylum to stay safe, once again losing their home. And Martoz still remembers this moment vividly, as he stated, "I remember it very clearly. I came home from school one day with 2 friends to drop off my backpack and go hang out with them, but then I saw my mom pack up a lot of things in the car and I was confused. I saw the front door glass shattered and my mom told me what happened and said that we had to leave fast." Now the following 2 years consisted out of moving a total of 12 times to temporary homes under fake names to obviously protect themselves, and this is where Martoz also started gaming a lot more, as he had to keep leaving his new friends behind. Luckily, after those 2 years they finally got a home and were considered safe by the people helping them, giving them the chance to finally build up their life again. But not all troubles were gone. His mom had racked up a huge debt because of the situation, she couldn't work anymore as she got sick, and only got 800 to 900 euros to take care of 4 kids. Martoz wanted to change the situation and tried it by becoming a professional footballer. Before he had to move away because of his dad, he loved playing football and got scouted for professional teams like Ajax, Vitesse and Go Ahead Eagles. But due to him moving away, he never got the opportunity to follow up on this potential career, and ultimately quit afterwards. Now this might not have been his future career, but he would later satisfy his desire for competing in a different way. He got heavily into gaming, started playing games like CSGO, FIFA, Call of Duty and PUBG, and began his study to become an assistant manager in international trade. But he would later drop out already after a year, and if you're wondering why, then you will find out now. At the end of December in 2017, a legendary journey began, as FMBR Tips entered Fortnite content creation. Yes, Martoz was actually called FMBR Tips back in the day, but his first few videos were not about tips at all, as he released many of them about his own gameplay. Wow, I can't believe he would clickbait us like that. But deceive can sometimes work in your favor, like with today's sponsor Surfshark. My girlfriend is obsessed with Friends, so you could imagine her reaction when Friends got removed from Netflix earlier this year in the Netherlands. Well, thanks to Surfshark I can live in peace again, as it allows you to change the location of your device to anywhere in the world. So we simply connect to the United Kingdom, search Friends, and there it is, a satisfied girlfriend. Now this is great of course, but it also secures your personal information when you use free public Wi-Fi, it masks your IP address, the clean web feature blocks ads, tracking, malware and phishing attempts, and Surfshark does not monitor, track or store what you do online. So why don't you give it a try? Click the link in the top of the description and use my code Justicul to get 83% off, plus 3 extra months for free. If you don't like it, then there is no need to worry, because they even offer a 30-day money-back guarantee, so there is no risk in trying. Anyways, FMBR Tips was soon going to give us what we initially subscribed for, as he finally uploaded a keybind tips and tricks video, in which he gave his first commentary.
Alright guys, in this video I'm gonna show you guys the best keybinds to use for keyboard and mouse.
However, playing the game was more up his alley, since he posted more more highlights than tutorials, and these videos went on for a while. But then, in March, he officially rebranded to Martoz, and this is where his legacy began, because in April, he uploaded his first ever build fight compilation with music. And although it was nothing like his montages today, it was still officially his first ever montage. Now Martoz was getting a lot better at the game, as he came up with new strategies all the time and quickly adapted to every new meta, which meant that it was now time for him to try his luck in competitive. Martoz played his first ever tournament, the solo showdown, and then really started getting into competitive Fortnite. He switched to stretch resolution, practiced in solo snipes and scrims, and then got invited to Summer Skirmish Week 2, in which he placed top 20 and earned $6,000. These were officially his first ever competitive earnings, and Martoz was only just warming up, as he continued grinding out videos, practicing in scrims and 1v1ing other pro players. This didn't go unnoticed, and Martoz got recruited for his first ever esports team in September, joining Ace's Rogue with Provoked, X8 and his duo Vorwin. However, he already left the team again in December due to internal issues in the organization. Now he unfortunately didn't get invited to the fall skirmish, losing his chance to earn more competitively in 2018, but he had no reason to worry, because 2019 was going to provide him plenty of opportunities. And like he said himself, exciting things were coming. Martoz stayed on his grind at the start of the new year, as he consistently kept practicing scrims, played every tournament available to him, and posted video after video on YouTube. Yes, he was absolutely killing it on both the content and competitive side, which was very impressive, and this work ethic would soon be rewarded. But not before a small hiccup, because Martoz split with Vorwin, and explained that he was tired of competing 24/7. He had an incredibly busy schedule with his competitive and content hybrid career, and Martoz's mind was about to explode. This was about the time where we could see the first signs of him choosing content over competitive, as he loved creating content, and made the decision to only play competitive solo to have control over his own schedule. However, this didn't mean that Vorwin would be gone from his life forever, as they were still good friends and played together in other videos after this. Now remember how I said that his work ethic would soon be rewarded? Well, a life-changing event would happen on the 25th of April, as he joined the new FaZe Fortnite competitive team, together with none other than his good friend Vorwin. And this wasn't all, because the Fortnite World Cup was around the corner, and Martoz wanted to give competitive his all again. And his duo? Well, that would obviously be Orion. Yes, he played the World Cup warm-up with Orion, but no worries, because after a disappointing first solo week and getting a 14-day ban for bypassing the region lock, he eventually teamed up with Vorwin again, and made $550. Now this was pretty decent, but they failed to qualify to the finals again the week after. They split to try out with different duos, and Martoz didn't make the World Cup finals in the last weeks either. This wasn't really the result he wanted, but a historic moment was about to take place, because on June 27th he uploaded Martoz highlights too, and this was the first ever arena montage he posted. Now the music wasn't the usual rap we're used to nowadays, but the gameplay was still phenomenal, and definitely ahead of its time. Martoz continued playing competitive, winning money in trio cash cups in the FNCS qualifiers, and placed 26th in the FNCS finals. But chapter 2 was around the corner, and it would elevate his career to a whole new level. Martoz decided to continue playing competitive in Chapter 2, as he placed 18th in the Squad 7CS finals, making $900, and earned $1,700 until the beginning of February. Now why would I stop counting his earnings at the beginning of February? Well, something important was going to happen, because Martoz started becoming the king of Arena. He played a lot of Arena at the start of the season, quickly became the player with the most Arena points, and people began to love his highlight videos even more than before. I mean, let's take a look at his views that month. Yes, they absolutely exploded from around 600,000 to more than 3 million. And Martoz doubled down on this opportunity. He started averaging around 1 million views per video, began the new season 2 with 6,000 arena points in one day, ended the season with 70,000 arena points in his most viewed video with 5 million views, and peaked 8 million views per month in June. Now he still played tournaments and practiced during this time, but he was definitely showing signs of disinterest, and he eventually took a break from competitive events in May, stopping his serious competitive competitive grind in general, as it became really boring to him. Now Martoz kept uploading arena videos after this, started playing with an analog stick, invented new tricks, tried out controller and content videos, but ultimately didn't really go for the most amount of points anymore, as he decided to just focus on the quality of the clips and montages instead. However, he is still the most subscribed and watched arena player to this day, and has definitely been a huge part of my career as well, as I grinded arena too and made multiple videos about him, all performing extremely well. So what is he up to now? And is he going to quit Fortnite for Valorant anytime soon? Well, Martoz mentioned that he became addicted to Valorant, but hasn't fully quit Fortnite yet. He includes some clips here and there in videos, showing his incredible progress, but the majority of those videos are still mainly filled with Fortnite gameplay, and that won't change anytime soon. Martoz is obviously playing a lot of Valorant, and is clearly enjoying the game a lot. But when I asked him about his future in content creation, he gave me a response of uncertainty. He has no idea what he's going to do yet, but he's 100% sure that he can achieve the same career in any game if Fortnite ever fully dies. And I believe him. People love watching his highlight videos. And when he transfers his skill and creativity over to another game, then I'm sure that people won't mind that much. However, he's still really successful now, getting millions of views. So that switch probably won't happen anytime soon. I mean, he's still supporting his family with the income he's making, and was able to pay off his mom's debt. So I'm sure that he won't take a risk if it isn't necessary. But whatever happens, Martoz will always remain the king of arena. And he definitely has a bright future ahead of him. Now this was the video. Please leave a like if you enjoyed it. Check out my team Saints in the description. And I might see you guys in this other video right here.